hiking in the hills, climbing the side of a mountain, river rafting, skiing or snowmobiling with friends. There may come a time when you or a friend are in a situation where you need help. That's when a search and rescue team is called in.
Like something out of a movie, but this daring and dangerous rescue was far from Hollywood. It started when these two teenage boys were stuck, stranded on a cliff more than 10,000 feet atop the Sierra Buttes.
Got to the top and realized there is a massive, just like, I don't know, gap.
16-year-old Austin Deschler and his 17-year-old friend veered off trail, hoping to get some good pictures. What they found instead was no way to turn back. Battling heat and winds blowing more than 20 miles an hour, the CHP's air division couldn't risk sending someone down and lowered a harness instead.
It's probably one of the more technical, difficult rescues that I've seen in my career.
But after several attempts, the boys made it inside the harness.
It was terrifying at first, just to see there's nothing below me.
And they made it back to the airplane safely, just in time for Father's Day.
Rescues like that are the reason the Tuolumne County Sheriff's Search and Rescue Team trains and drills continuously, so that no matter what the season, no matter what the reason, they are ready when needed. Made up of 25 volunteers, the SAR is ready to help those people who, for whatever reason, may have gotten lost, fallen, or injured. That's their job, and they train for it constantly so that when the occasion arises, they're ready. In Tuolumne County, the SAR team is called out on an average of 70 times a year. In a busy season, that would be as many as 2 calls a week. Winter means overdue skiers, lost snowmobilers, and the team needs to survive in whatever conditions exist. Summer finds hikers lost or injured. Swimmers find themselves in serious trouble and in need of help. Whatever the season, winter or summer, when someone needs help and the local police or fire are unable to make it to a remote location, SAR is called out to do what they do best: search and rescue. The team drills year-round so that when the time comes, they're ready. Every volunteer must be trained in every aspect of every type of situation so that when and if they're needed, they are prepared. Be it a missing person, lost hiker, or crashed snowmobiler, team members each have a job to do. In the following drill, the storyline is simple. A boat has dropped off 3 climbers. 2 of them are rope climbing, the other free climbing. As they make their way up the side of the hill, the rope climbers hear a loud splash, and in an effort to see if they can find their friend, each swing to the opposite side to look for him. Unfortunately, at that point in time, they are in trouble too. From the cliff above, 2 women hear the screams for help and call 911, and then climb out onto the rocks to see if they can help, and in doing so put themselves in a situation where they too need help. The 911 call to the CHP is sketchy at best, and by the time SAR is called in, they're not positive as to what they'll find. When the boats arrive on scene, they realize they're in need of help in a cliff rescue, and they call in 2 Army National Guard choppers. While getting the climbers, the SAR learns that one of the climbers has fallen into the lake, and an underwater team is dispatched to search for the downed climber.
Right now, their support team members are loading up their tanks. They also have buoyancy control devices, as would be like an underwater life vest. We can control the intake and input and outtake of air to control our buoyancy underwater. There they go. We do have one of the things that
We don't have medical right now, but what we understand is that they were operating as a team, looking for subjects in yellow shirts.
You notice the bubbles? They're doing a grid search under the water. Join search and rescue.
Divers coming up.
There's the divers. They have what appears to be a body bag.
And that gives Christina, that's I think she's topping out at about 108 pounds without her gear, to be able to lift someone upwards, on her own, upwards of 300 pounds. And on that rope system that they have set up there. If you follow those ropes all the way up to the top of the hill, where you can see people up top there, that's our haul team. And what their primary responsibility is to help control those ropes that Christina is being raised and lower on. That is their job, is to raise and lower her.
Action on the lake.
Okay, go ahead and lower me.
He's telling her that he was climbing with a couple other guys, and he doesn't know where they are going to get a splash and want to go.
Okay, stop.
So coming up over the edge right here is probably the most dangerous and the most difficult for the rescuer and the victim.
Very,
See how their footing is difficult, they're changing their angle of direction. We also have to take care of our ropes and our hardware, so it's not dragging on the edge of things.
What we usually have to do for air operations is we'll utilize an air operation or air assets for several different reasons, and the different assets have different requirements. So, as an example, we may use CHP, we may use, heck, we might even call it CAL FIRE if we had a window and they happen to be available and it wasn't on a fire during the summer. And there are a lot of restrictions because their primary focus is something else, but we have them as an option.
The first helicopter coming in is a UH, that's Utility Helicopter 72 Lakota. It is an Army vessel that it was mainly used for rescue operations and is today used for rescue operations during non-war times.
a successful search and rescue ends with climbers rescued and body recovered. Reuniting families with lost or injured friends or family brings a certain amount of reward to the team. Even when they find the remains of a deceased person, the reward is knowing that they've brought closure to a family who may have never found their loved one. The Tuolumne County Sheriff's Search and Rescue Team, ever on alert, always ready to respond and help, putting their lives on the line each and every day for you and your family. SAR, always there when you need them.